Is this thing on?
Yeah. Yeah, well, here's me with my glasses on. Whatever. I have no idea what I really want to talk about. Certainly don't want to talk about my job. I'm in total loss for words. I don't know what it is. I get in front of this thing and then everything just totally escapes me. I got Scandalous Beauty on the tube here talking about covering flaws and so on and so forth, which is something that I need to do, work on, whatever, da-da-da. I'll get to all of that later. I did a look. You can tell me what you think. Tell me if you want to know what I did. Cool. Oh, gosh. I better start writing this stuff down. Really, seriously. Because I turn this thing on and it's like, fool to fool. It just don't work. I just can't just turn the thing on and then just talk about stuff. It doesn't work. I tried. Now, I had an idea in my head, on my mind, whatever, before I started, and now it's just gone. Look. Does this happen to you? Let me know. I don't want a script. I just want ideas. What are the oh, I know. Part of it was I was looking at her thank you video and reminiscing about the lookbooks that I had. I had about 3 of them. One of them, I tore all of the fashion pages out of every ebony that my mom and I had. The other one was all of the different cards and things that I would collect from all the different beauty counters. I put those all together, excuse me, in a book. And then I used to read all the teen magazines at the time, you know, your Right On and your Teen Beat and Pop Star and so on. But most of the ones I got posters from were the Right On and Black Beat and something else that I can't remember. But I put those all together. Long story short, met my husband. We moved after I had my little one. Stuff was down in my sister-in-law's basement and got wrecked with moisture, mildew, and everything. Looked in the thing months and months later, pages all stuck together, stuff all over. I was not happy, and I really have not redone it since. Just didn't want to be disappointed like that again. It was terrible. Okay. That's it, whatever. But the, yeah, lookbooks are gone. So basically now, excuse me, I have started back to, because my other beauty books are in the storage space in Atlanta. I'm going to cover my face for a minute. I have started collecting books again. This is the Iman. Gorgeous woman. And I had to get this one again. Making faces. I'm covering my face again. Can you see? Yeah. Come on. This, for the longest time before I just, you know, I've been through dozens of moves and things like that in my life, and I hate it. It's another subject altogether. But anywho, this was one of the first books that I bought by Kevin. I wanted the art of makeup. I'd seen it years and years and years ago. First job, busy doing other stuff, wasn't making enough hours to do very much anything. Probably had just enough at the end of the week after I helped Mom pay bills, excuse me again, to get me back and forth to work and possibly afford lunch. Okay, so that was that time. Made that time a little rough, so I couldn't get to book at the time. But moment that I had a chance to get making faces, I did. Then fooled around a couple of years later, more, different jobs and so on and so forth. I was in retail forever. I hated it. Yeah. This is another one that I have. Oh, please, why every time I get ready to talk I have to go through these changes to my body, whatever. Anyway, nice little booky pool here. This is a Caroline makeup manual. It's got a lot of good tips in it too. Share more of that stuff with you later. Just randomness. Anything else? Oh yeah, when I went to the Mac counter, looking for something, doing something. Oh, when I went out shopping with my friend, we passed by a benefit counter, and I just happened to pick up one of these little cataloging peers. So I don't rip apart books anymore. I just buy used books over and over again. I got a Bobbi Brown beauty book, the latest one. What else did I buy? What's that guy's name? Andre something or another. I don't know. It's probably in a box in another storage space. I have two. I need to get rid of one or two. Oh gosh. That's it. But my biggest hobby, besides collecting the books, is the makeup in and of itself. I don't have to hide anything anymore. The only thing I do miss is not being able to ask my husband, how does this look? How does that look? So on and so forth. Basic randomness. Oh, man. Can you see what I did? Pink and red, orange and brown. A little brown. Got right there in the crease. I used my Elizabeth Arden. I've had these for, oh God, I had them since God was a boy. Hold on, this light pink right here. I used this. What else did I use? I used the blush from Fashion Fair to get that red on the side, because I didn't want to use the other one that I keep for everybody else. My Styli-Style pencil, my LashBlast mascara, and I did, with this little detail brush right here, my lashes on the bottom. I use this. I use my Hope in the Jar as my moisturizer. Even though I don't have a stitch of foundation on my face, I was not going through all of those changes, whatever. Oh, I did use my little, what's this thing? The Rimmel Smokin, their own version of the powder eyeshadow. Revlon had theirs too. Theirs was called Bedroom Eyes. I don't have any of those. I have some of the other stuff in my collection though. My lip glosses is Milani stuff here in Endulging. I didn't put my bronzer on. I didn't use my Caroline orange like I thought I was going to. Instead, I used a little orange that came with, again, my Elizabeth Arden. I have since put that all apart. I pulled it apart because when I first got it, it was on this long sheet. And so then I pulled it apart, and like just the other day, cooperate please, just the other day, I found some CD cases I wasn't using, stuck them in there. So there's an idea. That's just so I could see what I was doing, and I could pull one out at a time, or two, or whatever. I don't have to pull the whole thing. Don't have to keep flipping them on top of each other for 4 minutes. Pardon me. I put them in this. Yeah, it's a Huggies wipe container, whatever. I don't have to do that anymore. I recycled again and did this. Much better. The only thing I'm not crazy about is I'm slipping and sliding around. So, if you got any ideas besides seeing the glue in the back, if I were to glue them down, hit me up, let me know. I'm welcome to suggestions, always. So, pardon me again. That's that. I'll make a list. Let's see. That's the lip liner that I used. CG Smoothers and Teak. And No. Also use the eyeliner in a light brown, which is called Khaki. It's also a CoverGirl thing. I don't like the shadows. I don't see how in the world they are partnered up with America's Next Top Model. You would think they started off with Revlon. Actually, the first season was Revlon. But after that, I think they should have either been approached by one of three companies. MAC being number one, Makeup Forever being number two, and maybe LashBlast. I don't know. What do you think? You know what to do. Toodles.